Hi guys, we're back at Smash Fishing. We've got the Ormers here with us. We're gonna go nurse a New Year's hangover and find some abalone. So stay tuned, it's Smash Fishing, baby. Woo! Does anyone know what this is? Some sort of jellyfish. I ain't gonna touch it though. I've never seen one of them before. It's got like purple stripes through the middle. You ever seen one of them before, Wayne?
No, mate. That's pretty cool, eh?
Yeah. Anyone knows, leave it in the comments. What we're going to be doing is just working our way through the pools here and just trying to find any stones that haven't been turned already. And fingers crossed, you can get some nice big ormers. Oh, nothing under that. That was a good rock. That's what you're looking for, nice flat rocks. And that's where they like to live. They feed on all the different kelp, all the different seaweeds on top of the rocks. Nice sized little exantho crab there. There's all sorts of dog whelk eggs, a few sponges. There you go, guys. Nice sized conger eel there. Just lifted up that rock. It's always a good sign if you're finding the congers. That means there's got to be a lobster around here somewhere. Abalone there, guys. Don't know if it's legal or not. Just gonna flip my rock back. There we go. That's the green ormer. Haliotis tuberculata is the Latin name. We got one. You're measuring from the back of the shell to the front, and this one is in an absolute mile. So that's one keeper down. The green ormer, baby. There we go, guys. Another ormer there. I'm not sure if it's legal. There you go. Another one in. You see, perfect size for a burger, that one. Lovely job. Going for the big rock. One little one. Definitely a workout, this foraging. Got some ormers under here, guys. There's one. The thing with ormering, you get your hand under there, and look at that. That's a beauty size ormer, that one. Just going to check if there's any more. What I do is I run my hook underneath the rock and you can feel the softness of the ormers. Got another big one under here. Oh, trying to get him off. There's a beauty under this one. Yeah. Got him. That was a big old boy, that one. Right underneath of the rock. That's the whole point of it's a good idea to put your hand underneath and just feel the top of the rock, because often a lot of people miss them. What better way to cure a hangover? Get in some ice cold water and go looking for some ormers. Can't beat that. All we need now is a few more. Good thing to note with ormering, always put your rocks back, because it destroys everything on top of the rock and underneath. All the seaweed will die and all that, so it's just not worth leaving the rocks unturned. So it destroys the habitat and it ruins it for the future as well. So if you go ormering, definitely put the rocks back. Little baby ormer there, feeding on some seaweed. Whew. Where's your granddad? Look at the size of that one, guys. That's a monster. I got a little one there. He's come off the rock as I lifted it. He's definitely too small, but that one there is a beauty. That's definitely what we're after. Got a chunky. Yeah, got that one, Wayne.
Wow.
Yeah, nice chunky one, eh? Not doing too bad so far. Got 5 ormers down. Beautiful. We'll have a nice cook up later. I'm just stopping for a drink. The hangover is definitely kicking in at the moment. Cool looking sea lemon there. Really pale this time of year. We've got some bean sea squirts. Awesome little creatures around here. Small star Ascidian there. It's amazing the diversity of life. When you're just flipping over boulders, you know, you can find all sorts. 2 different types of crabs there. You've got the Exampho crab. There's 2 different species of these. You've got the Rizzo's Exampho and the Montagues. We've got the good old brown edible crab. It's quite interesting here. We've got a white sea slug. Got painted top shell there, not the prettiest one. Look how pretty the coloration is on that baby ormer. It's beautiful. Get that rock back nice and carefully. That's our future generation right there. This one's going to be a close one. Come on, you ormers. No, that one's out. Look at that, by about 1 millimetre. Doesn't matter how much they're out by, still out. Get this back nice and carefully. And the ormer's good for another year. Beautiful. Look at that. When you think of a sea lemon, that's the colour that you want. Bright yellow and orange. Awesome little creatures, they really are. And their eggs, sometimes later on in the year, their eggs and some of these go bright orange. Awesome. There's some on a few videos that we've got. This one's going to be a close one. Yeah, look at that. A bit of his shell broke off as well, and he's still in, so that one's in a mile. Lovely size little ormer, that one. Get the rock back. Hey, hey. That's a good rock right there. Check that one out. That's a definite keeper. No measuring that one. We've got a little baby here. Got a little toddler. And we've got Mama. Mama's going in the cook pot. Look at that. In an absolute mile. Got another one under this big rock. Don't know if she's going to be in though. Can't really see that well. Oh no, she's in. She's a beauty. There we go. Pop her off. Look at that. That one's in a mile. Not the fattest ormer in the world, that's for sure. You find some are really skinny, some are really thick. Starting to build up a little collection of ormers at the moment. Oh, look at that. That's got to be in, surely.
That one's good.
Look at that.
That one's little.
Yeah, pretty colours in this pool though, eh?
It's lovely in here, yeah.
Yeah, lovely job.
Hey.
Come on, that's worth an ormer.
Nah.
The crab pot here. Always like to check around crab pots because lobsters love to hang around them.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. No lobsters today by the looks of it. But often, like, you find them tunnelled underneath. Wayne's just got a beauty there. Sorted my camera out, just wet the mic, but that's a cracking one. That's the ones we want. Granddaddy ormer, eh? It's always worth it. There's a lot of small stones round the big one. Start pulling them up because often you'll find the big ormers just sitting round the rocks. Little baby ones, those ones are really pink, eh?
Awesome, yeah.
Nice. Check that for a rock, guys. That's the ones we want. I think I've got 3 keepers on that. I think. I'll quickly measure that one. Yep, well, that one's a keeper.
Look at that.
Yeah, 3. Got 1 there. Got 2 beauties there.
Wow. Good work.
Beautiful. As always, we'll just quickly double check. And look at that. That means they're definitely in. This one's a beast. I was looking at it, I could see that the sand hasn't been moved underneath. I was like, ah, someone's missed it. Look at that. We're swimming in ormers now.
Nice, mate. Very nice.
There we go. We've got the little babby one there and the little baby on the bottom. A few sea lemons there. And this is what the sea lemons feed on. All the orange sea mat. He's got a little mate there. Little babby one. So we'll leave that. I'm going to flip the rock back now. Hopefully around here we can find some more.
Hey.
First Larry of the day. I could feel it in the hole. It's like tugging him out. Little tiny Larry there. They're quite high up the beach as well. It's nice to know that they're up in these pools. Tiny little female. What a beauty. I'll move her over here so she don't get stood on. And we'll get her back. Back home you go. Always my favourite thing to find on the beach, that. A big old lobster. Or shall I say a little mini version. Another decent one here, guys. There we go. Another beauty right there. That's the ones we want. We're starting to rack up a few now. We keep finding little spots where there's just a little patch of them where people have missed. There seem to be some good ones. Not under that. Ah, another lobster. Got a little female again. Another little Larry down. There we go. And I put him back in his home. What a beauty. There you go. Off you go, little man. Or little lady, shall I say. Always love finding the lobsters. Such a pretty creature. Check those ones out, guys.
Where are you?
Tiny little baby ones you can see there. Hopefully their mama's around. You see a little broadclaw porcelain crab there? All sorts of little creatures, loads of keel worms. Lovely to see. The abundance of life over here, isn't it? Yeah, she's in. She's a beauty.
Yeah.
Sorry? Yeah, another little one. Whew. We've worked our way through quite a few rocks now. As you can see, 99% of them are all back. That's the way you should be doing ormering. Hey Wayne?
Absolutely, mate.
Yeah. Look after the future. That's an ormer, guys. Look at the size of that one. That's about as big as they get, really. They get to this size and then they die off. That's got to be getting on for 5.5 inches, that one. It's the ormer seal, his natural environment, underneath rocks. Love it. Woo! The hangover's definitely been sweated out now. That's a chunky ormer right there, guys. Pop him off, look how thick that is. It's got a big old booty on that one. Straight in the bag. Lovely job. We're in a place where people have been before. So we're just working our way through the little boulders that we think haven't been lifted. And there you go, just goes to show. This right here, that's called the hairy crab. And often they'll have a shell or something that they stick to the bottom of the rock. And that's what they live in. Got a beautiful sized cushion star there, common cushion star. There's another sea lemon there, sandy coloured one. We got another one. You got one? Hey!
It's doubling up now.
Yeah. We found a little spot and we're starting to find quite a few here now. That's what we want. Definitely finding them here. Oh, look at that. A mil. Just a millimetre. Gutted. Yeah, they are, eh? They're the worst. Get all excited that you got a keeper. There you go. Back she goes. What we're doing now, guys, me and Wayne's just going to check our ormers before we leave the beach. Really important. You can get heavy fines for taking undersized ormers. Tell you, we've actually done really well this one. So I'm just going to get all the big ones. I'm falling over. All the really big ones. That's the biggest one I found today. Absolute chunk of an ormer, that one. So you just separate all the ones that are definitely in, get them in the bag, and then just measure the rest. Beautiful. So certain rules with ormering as well. You're not allowed to dive for them with a wetsuit. You can go at night time, but not on the last day, because if it hits 12 o'clock and you're walking up the beach with ormers, you can get prosecuted for it. You got a little one, is it? And that's why we always check. You had 12, is it?
12, yeah.
I haven't been counting. Yeah, all of these are alright. Oh no. Oh, she's touching, that's alright. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I got 16. That's not bad going, that.
28 between them. Double last year.
That is a double from this spot.
Last year,
Yeah. Just shows we've got a huge number of abalone over here. Because the thing is, because you can't dive for them, because you can't do so much really, you can only go down the shore and get them from the low tide marks. So you've always got the fresh ormers coming in from out further out in the sea. So brilliant that is. So there you go, guys. That's today's haul. Some real nice ones there. Old grandpa ormer there. Those two there are really nice ones, eh? Old school, eh? But these are like the average size you get, about 4.5 inches. So all in all, we had a good trip, eh, mate?
Yeah, pretty good, mate.
Yeah, good between us. Back in the kitchen now, guys. We've got our lovely ormers here, some really nice size ones. And what I'm going to do is a traditional sort of fried ormer. It's really easy to do, really simple, and it tastes amazing. All we do to clean these ormers, so you can use a dull knife or a spoon. And what you're starting is the front of the shell. There you go, in, and you can just wiggle the meat off the side of the shell. So there you go. So all you're doing is just scraping along there, and that will pull it off. And inside here, you've got all the guts and all the bits you don't really want. So just pull those around and take them off. Beautiful. And what you've got in this part, this is where the mouth is. So you just do a small V each side of the mouth, and that pops right out. That's one ormer almost ready. What we do now is get a bit of water going. There you go. And what you're doing, it's got something really rough that will scrape all the slime off and all the algae on the sides here. You don't have to fuss too much, but it's nice to get the majority off. The main part to really scrub is the foot. You want to get all that slime off the best you can. You can also use a really stiff brush for this, like a nail brush. That works really well. And there you go. That's one perfectly cleaned ormer, ready for a beating. So I'm going to get the other one done now. We're on to the next stage. Got the beautiful mother of pearl effect. They use these in violins and different instruments. They use it for all sorts of reasons, but we put them in the garden. Next thing to do with these is just give them a good old beating with a steak hammer, or you can wrap them in a tea towel and use a rolling pin really. And all I'm doing is just going to carefully keep beating them. You can see I'm working my way around the edges because often this will be the most chewy part. Gotta be careful with these because sometimes if they're not wrapped up like this, they can shoot off the table. Beautiful. That's one perfectly tenderised ormer there. So I get the other one done now. We get them in the frying pan. What I'm using for this next part, I've got some plain flour. Got the good old garlic granules. So we get that in there. Got sea salt. Plenty of sea salt in that. We got the good old black pepper. Beautiful. Just gonna put a little bit of parsley in there as well. Give that a little mix up. And all we're doing now is we're just drying the ormers out in the flour, all the seasoning, and that is it. Just a nice little floured ormer there. That'll go straight in the frying pan. What we got now, nice bit of olive oil. Just going to get a little bit in there because all we're doing is just frying these very lightly. Got our oil nicely hot now. What we're going to do is just throw our ormers in. We're not going to cook them for too long. Once they're crispy, we'll flip them over. Do the same on that side, and that is it. Beautiful. So there you go, guys. 2 old school fried ormers. Delicious. You don't need a lot of ingredients with these at all. And I'm going to make burgers on the next tide when Sam's around. A little bit of sweet chilli sauce on the side there. Beautiful. I haven't had ormers in ages. Look at the white flesh inside that. Yum. Oh, almost forgot. Got some fresh lemon. Straight over the top. Bon appetit. You always, all through the year, you forget how good ormers are. Oh, they're so tender. It's a really different sort of taste to describe. It's like a cross between scallop and cuttlefish almost. Not chewy at all, as long as you tenderise them a little bit. There's so many ways you can cook ormers as well. You can do them in a casserole, you can fry them, you can put them into burgers. It's quite a good trip, that one. It wasn't the best tide in the world. It was only a 1.9 metre, but there was about 5 other people foraging the same beach as us, and all of them came up with a similar amount. So it's nice to see that we've got a really healthy stock of ormers. Roll on the 13th. Oh, I missed ormers. So I won't leave the video there any longer, guys. That's a little tutorial of how to fry ormers and prepare them. So if you like my channel, like and subscribe. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you want any merch that I'm not wearing, links in the description. It's smash fishing, baby. Woo!
trout would be awesome. Lift it up.
There is.
Got to do something, climb over another one or something.